How's it going, everybody? In today's video, we're doing a water smart conversion. That means here in Nevada, the customer gets a rebate of $3 per square foot of grass removed. Here are some before photos of the customer's yard before we start the work. In order to cut the grass, we're using a Class N SC12 sod cutter. What that means is it's a 12-inch length blade, and I have it set to the 2-inch depth. So we're taking 2 inches of grass out, and because it's a sod cutter, you can roll up the grass for easy transport. Sometimes what people do is they'll either resell this or they'll hold on to use it for other customers. But here in Nevada, we're getting rid of useless grass. So this grass that I'm taking out right now, I'm just going to throw away. I'm not going to reuse it. There's no point. Most new homes can't have grass in them. And it's like some ridiculous small amount of grass that's only allowed in the backyard because the front yards here in Nevada can't have grass anymore. But thankfully, having heavy machinery like this is a big time saver because ripping the stuff up by hand, as you can see in the corner, we were doing that initially because the machine wasn't starting up right away. It was a cold morning. This machine doesn't like when it's cold. So it took quite a bit to start. But when it did start, it is a time saver because this will take maybe an hour, 45 minutes, if not 2 hours and like 15 minutes to rip up all the grass. It's like about 700 square feet. And then you have all the roots around this tree and whatnot, which with the sod cutter, I don't really want to dig into the tree because I don't want to kill it or just damage the roots and introduce a way for bacteria to get into the tree, which is not my goal. So at least with the tree area, I take away as much as I can before it gets all rooty, and then I stop, and then I go by hand after that. Making all these videos, it makes me appreciate what other YouTubers do because I only have one camera and I'm literally running around in every which way direction just to get different shots of what I'm doing to try to showcase everything. And I know other YouTubers have like multiple cameras and whatnot. I only have one right now because I'm trying to find the way that works for me right now. And I've been looking at other cameras, but so far I like the GoPro Hero 10. It works very well, but it kind of overheats pretty fast. But for me, it works for what I needed to do. The irrigation in this yard is pretty weird. They had a 1/2-inch PEX line running underneath the driveway. On both sides, they had the 1/2-inch PEX go to a 1/2-inch to 3/4 PVC adapter. From there, it bumped up to a 1-inch pipe, and then it was reduced back down to a 1/2-inch PVC pipe for the sprinkler system.
That's just crazy as fuck. I never did like that. These are probably the main fucking water lines.
It's not, I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, because I should be fine just ripping this out then. Because that doesn't matter.
I cut it right here. I can just take this 90 right here.
Ah, I see.
And put it there and go over it and then 90 it again and go out this way. Now, but we're just going to replace this whole thing.
The whole thing?
This is all junk.
Okay.
Look at it.
For this conversion to qualify for the rebate, their watering system, which is a drip irrigation system, has to have a filter, pressure regulator, and then the emitters must be rated for at least 20 gallons per hour or less. And then the watering systems must be free malfunctions or leaks. And then all the components must be visible for the inspector to come check it out. And that's what my dad is doing right now, cutting out the old irrigation valves. We are also replacing the old drip lines with newer poly tubes as well. Irrigation, it's super bendy and it's very brittle if exposed to the sun at all, so we're just putting in a commercial grade poly tube. While my dad is finishing the irrigation, I'm over by the tree removing the last bit of grass. The guys over here, they're working on re-leveling these stones because over time the stones became lopsided. So pretty much they're going to pick them up. They're going to fill in the spots where the stones were with some dirt to re-level them with each other and the gate itself. Now comes the fun part. We're clipping off the old PEX and we are tying it to the new poly tube to run underneath the driveway so we can connect all the irrigation to one line itself.
Hold on a second. Let go.
Okay,
Cool.
Okay.
So I'm moving two of the boulders right here per the customer request. They wanted the boulders moved down to the sidewalk into like a little bench area where they can sit down on the rocks and just enjoy their yard. I guess one of the boulders didn't like me moving them, so it just whacked me in the arm. That wasn't fun.
So I'm trying to get this rock to be flat so it's like a chair. I was trying to get this side, the other side, you can sit on it. But it works, you can sit on it. It's not the most comfortable in a rock. Yeah.
So we're about halfway through the day. It's about like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have to go dump the dump trailer. So this is what the yard looks like before I leave. They're digging holes for all the plants. The irrigation lines have already been dug.
Yeah, these are really level.
Huh?
They're really level. It's good.
Yeah, I got some good eyes, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll dump it. I just crank it. All right, we're gonna dump you guys. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall.
So when I got back from dumping the stuff, they had the weed barrier down, they were putting down the rocks, the plants were already all done, they had the rock edging all done. This is my dad's favorite way to fill up wheelbarrows, just using the Bobcat. That way you don't have to break your back shoveling these rocks constantly throughout the entire day, and it's just plain faster. What I decided to do is work on the left side and put down the weed barrier. That way it's just a seamless transition from one side to the other. Right now, I'm just going across all the edging of the yard with this grass killer. And generally, I do this before we put down the weed barrier or rocks or plants or anything in general after we remove everything. But because I had to leave to go dump everything, I didn't have time to do it. So I'm doing it now. And one thing you can notice is I'm going over the areas a little slower. That way it's a little bit heavier application. That's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed the process of this conversion, going from a grass landscape to a desert landscape. The customer was super happy with the results and left us a 5-star review on Yelp. Overall, I think this conversion went very well. It took 9.5 hours to do, and generally we break a conversion like this into 2 days. That way we don't rush anything and whatnot. But the customer didn't want anything too crazy. They just wanted some red rock and about 11 plants. And thanks again for watching the video. I do appreciate it. If you guys liked the video, do leave a like, subscribe, and comment. It does help me out a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one.